September. Came up in Echo with her mama was her daddy. And when I'm in the Midwest, she say holla at your family. My dog paid me that taste like candy. My dog out laying them low, ain't breaking none laws out. Southside still in the car, still not the car. No, start hold up, I got a call. Said that I'm a cool cat. Gotta tell him I'm a top dog. Rollin' when I let the outside, but you doing donuts. Yeah, got the money in the headlight. Big dog every time we hit the red lights. Just shine, ain't nothing but a good day. Don't teach him how to pump fake.
Thank you for tuning. Into this Sunday afternoon 2K Sports edition of the NBA. It's the Lakers facing the Raptors. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. Giannis and Chamberlain with the stop.
And that's just too easy. The size, strength, length. No way to stop Chamberlain once he gets the ball in that close.
Now here's LeBron. So Greg, a marquee matchup here tonight. Two of the NBA's best teams with some of the best players.
And it's bound to be a fun one, right? There is elite talent on the floor. In this kind of a powerhouse matchup, both teams are looking to make a statement.
Brent, Domantas Sabonis is truly a player you can run an offense through.
Yeah, he's a guy that you can basically put anywhere on the floor, and all of a sudden good things are going to happen, whether he's playing out of the post and dealing with double teams, or he's at the top of the key, able to read the defense, using his vision and his ability as a big to drive the basketball. Domantas, one of the better playmaking fives that we have in the NBA.
Toronto shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Now, here's Doncic. James looking it over. Shot clock at 6. Toronto grabs the miss. Right side Hardaway. Giannis outside. Pulls it from the elbow. And David Robinson pulls it down.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see a miss from there.
Now, here's Doncic. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. Driving inside. That one falls.
Creating space. Doncic will move defenders around.
Count that bucket.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And finished off by Doncic.
stunning the crowd and the defense with that one. What a show from Doncic.
Here's Johnson. Doncic with the block. And they get it back. Here's Chamberlain. He can't hit that time. Some solid defense from Robinson. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
And from the line thus far, how about 83% on the season? Outstanding.
The Raptors making a switch here. Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Oh, from ultra close range, Doncic.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Tyronn Lue for just a minute. The challenge is slowing down Joel Embiid. Asked Coach what the game plan was. He said with Embiid, you know he's going to get to the line. You know he's going to get his. Our goal is to keep him away from the basket. If we get him settling for jumpers, that's a win for us. We'll see if they can force him to become a shooter in this one. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's James. Giannis with some nice D.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And so confident. Even amongst the trees, Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
All free throws good from Doncic. And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
Here's Tatum. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Baiting the defender into a foul. Tatum wants to get to the line where he has always been terrific.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Now here's Abdul-Jabbar. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Toronto trails by 4. Three-pointer, Wade. And it's Bird with the rebound.
2 minutes.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Bird. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And Barkley with the block. Tatum deciding where to go with it. And the dunk by Tatum.
Tatum, good for at least one highlight finish a night. This guy is box office.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Here's Brown. Out to Bird. Lets it go with a 3. And the Lakers with another miss. And Olajuwon has got the ball here for the Raptors. Trailing by 2.
And this is why he's called Vinsanity. Some of Carter's throwdowns are downright vicious.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Scoreless thus far.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Here is Carter. He has been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Now, here is Irving. Vince Carter missing his last shot.
And you love the quick ups, but then how about that explosiveness on the finish? Irving, man, he just has incredible gifts.
Tatum, that's for 2, and they recover it. Here's Carter. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. From deep. Drains it from beyond the arc. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row.
18. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
And it's Leonard missing. Toronto trails by 7. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Joel Embiid talks about leading his team. He said, "I've been guarded so many different ways. I feel like I've seen everything, and I know how to attack everything. For me, it's all about how do I bring everyone along with me. You can't win alone. It's just about playing together and involving everybody." Kevin?
And you've got to involve everybody. All right, D.A., thanks. 6 to shoot. Here's Bird, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Bird's got the lead up to 9 now for the Lakers.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Johnson's shot is off. And here is Los Angeles now. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
How about the vertical of Gilgeous-Alexander, a guard who can get up and throw it down.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Los Angeles making a switch here. Toronto trails by 11. Here's Johnson. High post, Davis. Pass to Tatum. And the Raptors miss again. Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant, but that only scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
Leonard on the wing. Nothing on the board. Out to Doncic. Just 5 to shoot. Goes back up. Outside Leonard. The 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert. He is just always a step ahead of the defense. Magic runs this offense with absolute precision.
Doncic outside. Outside Leonard. Shoots. The turnaround jumper. Count it. Leonard's got his first basket of the night.
Well, he's 1 for 5 in the quarter, and his body language is saying a lot about where his confidence is. Rattled just a little bit. Maybe the next open look will start him up.
And the shot goes in.
Shooting it with more confidence now. Look at his face. He didn't look quite right in the opening minutes. Finding it now.
Doncic right side. High post, Embiid. Over Davis. Embiid, no good.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
And the dunk by Doncic.
Well, point forward, point guard, point center. I don't care really where he is. LeBron James just ahead of the curve.
Leonard with the ball.
2 minutes remaining.
Now guarded by Tatum. Here goes Kawhi.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Here's Butler. Pass to Chamberlain. Outside for Davis. Raptors moving the ball around. For three. That one misses. Lakers leading by 13. Doncic with it. Guarded by Tatum. Leonard looking around. Puts up a deep three. The long distance three is buried. Leonard's got 7 now in this quarter.
Timeout. They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
Well, game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Toronto trails by 16. Olajuwon in the high post. And again, Toronto no up. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 13-4 run. Bird outside. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo. There's Giannis. Look out below.
That's a nice toss up there, so you got to like the timing. But, of course, that's Giannis. He's going to grab anything.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. 7 points in the game. Brown deciding where to go with it. Abdul-Jabbar the screen. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. Toronto with the ball. It's a 14-point game. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jazz. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
9 seconds left in the first half.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Los Angeles shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Gilgeous-Alexander. 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Just 4 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Carter with the 3. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Los Angeles with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Johnson outside. Robinson with the block.
And clearing the deck, the Admiral, his length and reaction time, so impressive.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
And when you have this kind of size as a point guard, what a tremendous advantage. Magic can really match up with all 5 positions.
Embiid the screen. And Leonard has it in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
And here's James outside. Toronto trails by 19. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And the dunk by LeBron.
LeBron James in full speed right there. What size and skill coming down the lane.
Here's Johnson. And Magic Johnson with the slam.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
LeBron with the bucket.
James.
Just can't give LeBron any opening. If you do, you're torched.
Now, here's Johnson. 6 points for him. Pass to Hardaway. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Shoots a fader. Chamberlain, no luck.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
James. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
And here comes Leonard, leading the fast break. Shoots the three. Chamberlain with the rebound.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's his first trip to the line.
Personal foul. First team foul.
That free throw, no good. Both teams will make substitutions.
Penny Hardaway. 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. In the NBA, helping establish academies and even leagues, Greg, on foreign soil. Do you expect more to come?
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has a big role to play in the expansion of the game globally. Investments being made with the long-term view in mind.
And the Raptors miss again. Los Angeles leading by 22. Left side, Irving. Outside, Abdul-Jabbar. 6 on the shot clock. No good from Irving. Down low. Here's Barkley. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Barkley's got his first bucket of the night.
It's terrific basketball from Wade there to thread the pass to the wide open man for the clean look.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Third personal foul.
That's on Dwayne Wade. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket, and watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
Well, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. I mean, these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
Vader on the way. And again, the Lakers no good.
I get a feeling that he made that much more difficult than he had to. No reason why he had to fade away on that jumper.
Out to Carter. Over Brown. They get it back. Here's Olajuwon. Barkley. No good on the triple. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Lakers. Kicks it out to Nowitzki. Launches a three. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
And the defense has to be up on Nowitzki more than that because he's too good a shooter from outside.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Up top, Brown. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Over Carter, and it's Brown missing. And so it's Los Angeles, cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been... And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
Well, he was very reliable, keeping the ball in his hands during the first half, but he's had a bad case of the butterfingers here in the second.
Pass to Booker. Three-pointer. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Carter looking around. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. You think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
James outside. Fires away from way outside. It's rebounded by Allen Iverson.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Jokic a screen to the wing right side. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And it's Rose penetrating. And that one, good. Rose has got his first points of the game.
And as long as he